Runners are about to load for the next race from Elipodromo. Grandali 5-4 for this 9.5 furlong handicap. 5 in red 2-1. Amarino 11-4. Gogol 6-1. Giancarlo 20s. Lindo Dia 22-1. It's almost as much as information as I can give you at the moment, given the down status of the LTurf website. The favourite Grandali goes in orange and blue silks for Oscar Ushoa. And Jorge Baez Alamos, 5 in red, number 2. Luis Torres has had a good run of wins coming into this in the purple and white silks. Amarino, the pale stripes for Hugo Ochoa, number 5 and third down the betting order. So staying power required often, to be honest, when we see these races. There are so few going over this trip, they can tend to be absolute crawls and then turn into a bit of a sprint at the end. Let's see if that's the case here. They're off and racing for race 7 from Elipodromo. And Amarino is the most keen to get on with things, goes to the front, and he's joined on the outside by Gogol. And next it's Giancarlo. Gogol followed by Amarino and then Giancarlo. Next in the field is Grandali as they head around the bend, and still leading them comfortably so. Gogol is allowed to get on with things. So as they make their way, Gogol and Giancarlo, but it's Gogol in that black saddlecloth, followed by Giancarlo on the outside, and then Amarino. Orange sleeves is Grandali, racing in the back 2 positions. The white noseband on 5 and red, who's had that good run of wins, and then Linda Dia going in the black and white silks. Still in the lead, it is Gogol from Giancarlo and Amarino keeping close tabs. Next is the favourite Grandali, followed on the outside by Lindo Dia, and going the shortest way round is 5 and red. As they make their way down this latest straight part of the track, Gogol and Jaime Medina, followed on the outside by Giancarlo and Alberto Vasquez, and towards the inner, it is Amarino, Hugo Ochoa. Pushed along now, Grandali, and has been passed by 5 and red. Body language of Luis Torres much more positive than Oscar Ulloa's, who's pretty animated. And Lindo Dia is at the back, hasn't been able to keep pace with the front runners with 2.5 furlongs left to go, almost 2. Amarino has taken over from Gogol and Giancarlo. So how much will the final 2 furlongs test these runners? Amarino ahead, followed by Gogol. And then it's 5 and red, who's moved into the race very nicely. Giancarlo's got tired at the back with Grandali, who hasn't performed, and Lindo Dia is all but tailed off. Amarino driving towards the line. 5 and red still working hard. Still the length to make up. Amarino and 5 and red. Amarino, it's a half length now. Amarino from 5 and red as they draw towards the line. Amarino holding on to win from 5 and red. And then Gogol. 5-3-6. That was gutsy from both of them involved in that finish. Well judged traction from Hugo Ochoa. Amarino showing a lot of tenacity to hold off 5 and red. 5 the red, who was eased into the race by, eased into it, was delivered nicely into the race by Luis Torres, but I guess can't have been that nicely because didn't get the win. Amarino beat 5 the red. 5 ahead of 3.